Omolola's world crumbled the day she was accused of stealing a diamond necklace belonging to Mrs. Adebayo, the matriarch of the wealthy family she had served faithfully for years. The necklace, a family heirloom, was declared missing after a grand dinner party, and suspicions fell swiftly to Omolola. Pleading her innocence, she begged the family to consider her loyalty, but her cries fell on deaf ears. Ms. Adebayo's daughter, Tenny, claimed she saw Omolola lingering near the jewelry box. A moment later, the missing necklace was conveniently discovered hidden among Omolola's belongings. Welcome to African Tales from Fortune City. Here we take you on a journey of magic through the old and new world of the fictitious Nigerian island to tell the story of good and great people. Our story happened in Brown Valley. Remember to like, comment and subscribe to our page. Let's get back to our story. Though the evidence was fabricated by Tenny because Omolola had caught her stealing from her mother, and her mother had tried to cover it up in the presence of her father, Omolola was faced with bearing the brunt of their schemes. The weight of the accusation left no room for doubt. The Adebayo family didn't just fire her. They humiliated her in front of their affluent guests, parading her as a thief. Stripped of her dignity, Omolola was forcibly removed from the estate, her pleas drowned by their disdain. Before stepping out of the gates for the last time, Omolola made a silent vow. Her eyes locked onto the bolt of rare shimmering ashoke fabric lying unattended in the sewing room. In a single defiant act, she took the fabric, tucking it inside her bag as a memento to her determination. As she walked into the night, clutching the fabric, Omolola's humiliation transformed into a burning resolve. She swore that one day, the Adebayo family would pay for the injustice they had dealt her. The fabric would be the foundation of her revenge and the symbol of her rise. It was during this same time that the COVID-19 lockdown started, and it brought hardship to many, but for Omolola, it was the beginning of her transformation. Stuck at home with limited resources, she began piecing together dresses from scrap of fabric she had collected over the years. Each creation was a testament of her resilience and creativity. With nothing to lose, she turned to TikTok to share her work, posting video of her sewing process, the finished designs and the stories behind them. Her authenticity resonated with viewers and her following grew rapidly. Comments poured in, praising her ingenuity and determination, with hashtags like "from scrap to style" going viral. Omolola's success didn't go unnoticed, because one day she received an anonymous message warning her to stop speaking publicly about her past. Though unsigned, the tone was unmistakably tied to the Adebayo's family. But instead of retreating, Omolola leaned into the challenge. Her next TikTok video took a bold turn. She began creating designs that parodied the Adebayo family's elitist fashion line. In one video, she repurposed a tablecloth into a high fashion dress, captioned, "The real essence of wealth, versatility." Another mocked their opulent parties with a gown adorned with fake gold chain. The subtle jabs weren't lost on her audience or the Adebayo family. While her followers celebrated her wit and talent, the family stated Omolola's rise had only just begun, and she was determined to use every stage to weave her revenge. Her life changed overnight when a prominent influencer wore one of her designs in a viral video, calling her the underestimated queen. The endorsement propelled her TikTok account to a new height, with followers flooding it to celebrate her talent and resilience. Brand began reaching out, but it was clear that Omolola's mission wasn't just about vision, it was personal. The Adebayo's family PR team took notice of her growing fame, and with it, a threat to their reputation. They launched a smear campaign, spreading rumors that Omolola was a criminal who had stolen from the family during her employment. Anonymous comments began appearing online, questioning her integrity, but Omolola refused to let them control the narrative. In a calculated move, she posted a bold video confronting one of the Adebayo's family high-end designer during a public event. In the video, she accused the designer of stealing her concept years ago, a claim that rattled the fashion world. Her bravery resonated with viewers who rallied behind her even more. She rode on this wave of support and began unveiling a new fashion campaign titled Rising from Nothing that was inspired by her journey. And this campaign featured cryptic yet artistic elements: a silhouette of a locked jewelry box, a pattern resembling the Adebayo's crest, subtly hinting at the family's hidden scandal. Her followers eagerly dissected the clue, sparking intrigue and further tarnishing the Adebayo's brand. One evening, Omolola received an anonymous tip that changed everything: a bundle of documents document revealing how the Adebayo family had covered up circumstances surrounding her mother's mysterious death. The paper included doctored reports, hush money transactions, and testimony from witnesses who had been silenced. Anger searched through her, but she knew she had to be strategic. Omolola leaked a snippet of the evidence to a local media outlet, hinting at a scandal involving the prominent Adebayo family. The story spread like wildfire, igniting outrage and curiosity in the community. People demanded answers, tarnishing the family's carefully cultivated image. The Adebayo family retaliated swiftly. They hired a private investigator to dig into Omolola's past, determined to discredit her. Days later, false accusations began circulating, linking her to alleged criminal activities and fraud. Social media was ablaze with conflicting narratives, and for a moment, it seemed their smear campaign might succeed. But Omolola was prepared. Armed with truth and a growing fan base, she released a meticulously crafted counter report where she showed series of TikTok videos laying bare the evidence of the Adebayo's family corruption and detailing their attempts to manipulate the media as well as Freeman. This truth hit harder than any fabricated lie. The community turned against the Adebayo's family, and Omolola's followers rallied behind her with renewed fervor. She had only defended herself, but she also chipped away at the Adebayo's empire, one revelation at a time. So Omolola received a glamorous invitation to a luxury gala one time, an exclusive event where Adebayo family would showcase their latest high-end fashion collection. It was the perfect opportunity to confront them, and she planned her next move carefully. At the gala, as the Adebayo family strutted their design on the runway, Omolola struck. Under the gaze of a different designer, she secretly showcased her own vision of their latest pieces, using her platform to review the imitation. The audience, captivated by the stunning creation, burst with excitement. Unaware of the subtle jab at the family, the design quickly gained traction, and Omolola's line, though technically borrowed, was hailed as a fresh, innovative take that the Adebayo collection lacked. Furious, the Adebayo family retaliated. They hired a hacker to attack Omolola's social media, launching a series of digital assaults to ruin her reputation. But accounts were flooded with fake scandals and manipulative posts. But Omolola, very resourcefully, turned the situation into an opportunity. She posted a video addressing the attack, framing it as a fight for digital freedom. The hashtag Fight Against Digital Oppression trended, and her followers rallied behind her again, creating viral campaign that painted the Adebayo family as the oppressors. Meanwhile, the Adebayo son, with whom Omolola shared a brief fling, approached her with a proposition. He claimed he would help clear her name, but Omolola saw through his manipulation. He wanted her to join their side. In a bold move, she publicly exposed his betrayal, escalating the family's frustration and sending shockwave through their social circle. Omolola had truly become their worst nightmare. She had become a household name, a force in the fashion world, yet a thorn in the side of the Adebayo family. Her rise was undeniable, and the Adebayo family, desperate to halt her momentum, sent her a cease and desist letter threatening legal action for alleged defamation. Seeing how resourceful she was, they attempted to bribe one of Omolola's suppliers, planting rumors that she was using cheap superb materials in her design. But Omolola was ready. In a masterful counterplay, she exposed their plot in a viral post, showing evidence of the bribe and calling out their unethical tactics. This only deepened her respect among followers and even viewers, as at a prestigious fashion event, a member of the Adebayo family confronted Omolola, trying to intimidate her publicly, but she stood her ground and calmly presented damning evidence of their criminal activities. Omolola knew the time had come for her ultimate move, so she meticulously prepared for evidence of files, the expose that would be used to shake the family to its core. So as the release loomed, the Adebayo's family made a desperate attempt to stop her. They hired mercenary to intimidate her, sending threats of physical harm to scare her into silence. But Omolola was no stranger to danger. She immediately hired a team of bodyguards for protection, ensuring her safety while preparing a public announcement. The Adebayo's family image began to crumble, especially when former employees and business associates were emboldened by Omolola's bravery and came forward with more damning testimony. Now, the internal strife within the family grew as they secretly spilled out, creating her action as a fight for justice. So, Omolola organized an exclusive event aimed at unveiling her latest fashion collection, while extending a surprising invitation to the Adebayo's family. Behind this glamorous facade, her true intent was to expose their lie. So as the Adebayo family mingled among the guests enjoying the post, Omolola took center stage. She began with her heartfelt speech about resilience and justice, then pivoted sharply, presenting irrefutable evidence of the family's crime. A hush fell over the room as Omolola played a recorded phone call revealing their role in her mother's untimely death. Gaps erupted, and it now became glaring that Omolola's mother had made enough money that could change their life forever. But she partnered with the Adebayo's family, and seeing how much could be made from it, Mrs. Adebayo caused her accident. However, to make her look like a philanthropist, she extended a kind offer to Omolola to make her an employee of the company. Omolola, not knowing all this, had been working when she should have been enjoying her life from the profits her mother has made. So desperate to salvage their reputation, the eldest Adebayo son charged at Omolola in a fit of rage. Before he could reach her, her loyal supporter and bodyguards stepped in, shielding her and turning the crowd against him. In a moment that silenced the room, Omolola unveiled the family's darkest secrets: more scandals and betrayal. Miss Adebayo, unable to counter the damning revelation, could only watch as her empire began to collapse under the weight of public scrutiny. By the end of the night, Omolola had not only avenged her mother, but also cemented her place as a fearless advocate for justice. So, Omolola's journey came to a full circle as she opened the door to her fashion academy, Lola's Trade, or Trade of Justice as she called it. The academy was more than a school, it was a sanctuary for aspiring designers. Here she taught them how to create stunning design, but also the importance of ethic, hard work, and the courage to stand against injustice. The Adebayo's family, however, faced the consequences of their downfall. Their properties were sold off, Ms. Adebayo was arrested, and the family name of Adebayo was brought to a ruin just by the heinous acts of a single woman. And after everything, a representative from a major global brand approached Omolola, offering her a lucrative partnership. But the trauma of her mother's death and what led to it made Omolola decline. Staying true to her roots and values, she chose instead to focus on her mission of empowerment. With her academic flourishing and her influence growing, she pledged to uplift others and champion justice, proving that true success lies not just in personal triumph, but in the impact one leaves behind. Thanks for listening to Tales from Fortune City. Do remember to like, comment, and share this post. And remember, you are very important, because everyone in Fortune City is important.